Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day or night in Jesus. Been doing a little series recently. You can check out the playlist on answering Trinitarians' toughest questions. God willing, God be my help. If it's the will of God, hopefully doing dozens, if not hundreds, of these on this particular subject. And we're in Ecclesiastes 12:1 today. You may have heard this, may not have heard it. Now, I did want to give some precursor to this. First of all, love Trinitarians. A lot of Trinitarians, oneness, have a lot in common. We believe Jesus is Jehovah. Jesus had dual natures, classic terminology. I know a lot of oneness people moved away from that. Not the concept, but just that terminology, because they would think that it comes from Chalcedon, 451 AD, Ephesus 431 AD, and that we just wouldn't have been playing a part in that. And so, a lot in common. Used to be Trinitarian and just haven't seen the Trinity in the Bible. And, like when they asked Jesus, Mark 12, what's the greatest commandment in the law? He could have said the Trinity, because, of course, to much in Christendom, broad sense of that term, that the Trinity is absolutely essential to be saved. But Jesus never said that. And the word Trinity is never found in the Bible, which I know a lot of you, it's kind of like, well, that's, monotheism is not found in the Bible. Oneness isn't found. The terms aren't found in the Bible. But I'm just saying, okay, you're saying something's essential to salvation. I'm totally fine using biblical terminology. And most time Trinitarians are not. So Jesus did not say, he said, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord." He gives this great definition of the Shema, monotheism, and not Trinitarianism. That's just one of tons of examples. I do appreciate Hurtado, Evans, Wright, James D.G. Dunn, F.F. Bruce, all going back and basically in some ways admitting that there was no Trinity before at least 50 A.D. They'd have some divergent views on things after that. But, just studying church history, theology, the Bible, it's just like, okay, what does God say about himself? Okay, you've seen him, you've seen the Father, and this is Jesus speaking. So anyhow, Ecclesiastes 12:1, it says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them." I've put Strong's numbers in. I'm on Blue Letter Bible, and so it's kind of, it was hard for me to read there. Okay, so remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth. And so some Trinitarians would say, well, Creator there is plural. Well, my first question is, well, what Bible translations have ever translated it creators? So you're saying there's multiple creators, like the Wheel of Prophecy C.P. Kilgore did, that's just really airtight, that there's one creator. Part of that Wheel of Prophecy is identity of God. There's one creator. So you're saying, okay, there's multiple creators. What Bible translations, and there may be one or two out there that have translated it. I don't know that. All I know is singular. But also, if you punch in, 1254 Hebrew there, it says the Hebrew word is bara. And so 1254 is create, 42 times creator, 3 times choose twice, make twice, cut down twice, dispatch once, done once, make fat. Outline of biblical usage, to shape, fashion, create, always with God as subject, of heaven and earth, of individual man, of new conditions and circumstances, of transformations, to be created, of heaven and earth, of birth, of something new, miracles, PL, to cut down, to be fat, hafel, to make yourselves fat. And then it's got Strong's definitions, bear, a primitive root, absolutely to create, qualified to cut down, a wood, select, feed as formative processes, choose, create, creator, cut down, dispatch, do, make fat. And then it's got Brown Driver's Briggs lexicon here, and Jusinius. We'll just quickly read Brown Driver's Briggs. Verb, shape, create, and it talks about the Arabic, probably loan word form, incisor, Assyrian Baru, make, create, dubious Sabaean. It just does all kinds of things. And so it nowhere indicates it's anything in plural. And then, of course, Jusinius, to cut or pare down, to plane, to polish is a notion of breaking, cutting, separating, which is inherent in the radical syllable. See below. So, nothing plural in any of these language studies. And I know this is not comprehensive language studies. You get Logos and get more out there, several different Bible programs. But first of all, I would think that if it's supposed to be creators, you're saying that every Bible translation, basically including Hebrew Bibles, everything's always translated this incorrectly. You know better than every Bible translator who's ever lived. And you might say, well, they knew it was creators but didn't want to make waves. Well, so you're saying then they're not to be believed on anything because they'll intentionally falsify things. And so it's creator. So to me, this is a very weak argument, but I hear it a ton. I certainly wouldn't use it. I go through things. I've actually done a couple videos here where I'm like, here's the best arguments for the Trinity and prove the Trinity. I've done this several times to people individually, not on video. There's a lot better arguments for the Trinity. I don't believe in the Trinity, but there's a ton better arguments of the Trinity than this. This would be something you didn't need to use. So God, let's just, talk to the Lord, pray together, and seek God and what God says about things. And what His Bible's going to be opened at the judgment, and that's what's going to judge us. So God bless. Hey, we love you. Thanks for being with us. Check out our other videos. Check out the playlist in this Answering Trinitarian Stuff questions, and join us daily and share with your friends, family, church family. Put it on social media. Make a comment. Keep it 2 sentences or less. Way too many books being written on the New Life channel, and I certainly don't have the time to answer all of them. God bless. Talk with you later. Bye-bye.